the pitching coach, former closer for the Oakland A's. We pause for station identification here on the Cardinals Baseball Network, powered by Graybar.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals Baseball on WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
Along with Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. Our producer-engineer, Brian Schulte. Drew Young and Kyle Sixta are working with us in the St. Louis studio today. It's the Red Sox home opener, and they're leading the Cardinals 8-5. The Redbirds have Walker on with Scott batting. 2 outs in the 6th inning. Weisert's pitch, a swing and a miss. And it is an E3 with an assist to Story, as Casas simply dropped the ball like he had a spring in his glove. Story made a marvelous play just to get the ball and an accurate throw. The pitch is not accurate, high and outside.
Love to take advantage of that error. Get something going with 2 outs.
Victor Scott with a homer and 5 RBIs. Hit 2 home runs, driving in 10 last year. The pitch by Weissert. Oh, a big swing and a foul straight back. Scott was on the fastball, but he's behind in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Weissert has been on the opening day roster for the Red Sox the last 2 years. He led last year's Red Sox in appearances with 62. The runner goes. The pitch is outside a ball. The throw is way late. A stolen base for Jordan Walker.
Boy, he had a big jump, didn't he?
And it was an outside pitch, almost like a pitch out.
It was, but Jordan has been running more this year. I like seeing that.
Walker with his 2nd stolen base. Oh, for a base hit here. Tighten the game up a little bit. Weissert with the pitch to Scott, and it's fouled off. That was a double hitter. Ball hit the plate, came back up and hit his bat again.
Too early in the season for a double hitter, isn't it?
I said double hitter.
I know. Too early for that, too.
Scott walked and scored in the 3rd inning, grounded out first base to the pitcher covering the next time up. Walker leans away from second. The pitch, Scott sprays a foul ball to our left. The Red Sox have been out hit by the Cardinals 8-7, but lead 8-5. A base hit, double play ball, then an error and a stolen base. Walker's on second. The 2-2 pitch. Weissert brings it in. A swing and a miss. A slider down and in, strikes out Victor Scott the second. We go to the bottom of the 6th in Boston. The Red Sox lead 8-5.
In Illinois, 96% of farms are family owned and operated. I'm Felicity.
I'm Audrey.
And I'm Christian. We are farm kids from Peoria County.
And our family is part of that 96%.
Our mom and dad are passionate about growing safe food and fuel.
And about farming better today than yesterday.
If you want to learn more about Illinois farm families like ours,
visit www.watchusgrow.org/corn.
This message is brought to you by the Illinois Corn Checkoff.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers, not available in all states or situations.
There's a certain magic in Cardinals Nation, one that can't be found anywhere else. You don't have to look all that hard to find it. It's on the flag-lined streets, in the packed pubs on game day, on the worn-down birds on bats, on cars, and on windows. It's in every memory, every celebration. Yeah, there's magic here. Can you feel it? Sign up for Cardinals checking with Central Bank and get your choice of Cardinals Performance Polo or Pullover and 2 game tickets. See Bank for details, member FDIC.
Barbecue season is back. Hey, it's Ellen.
And this is Sarah Beth.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is that zesty barbecue sauce. I love that it was a little sweet, a little tangy, and with the mac and cheese,
I feel like I tasted the brown sugar bacon first. It was the absolute best combination Pro tip, 3 sandwiches are always better than 1.
Order the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich and a Coca-Cola on the Chick-fil-A app for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Rafaela takes the ball high from Steven Matz, who's pitching in the 6th inning. It's his 3rd inning of work out of the bullpen on the relief of Eric Fetty. Rafaela fouls that one off his left leg, or maybe off his knee. See, he goes hopping out of the batter's box, walking around the dirt circle around home plate, and bent over at the knees, trying to let the sting wear off a little bit. Maryville University, 3 times named an Apple Distinguished School, is revolutionizing what it means to learn with and from technology. Learn more at maryville.edu.
Cardinals have a chance to come back in this game. They've got 3 more shots at the bullpen of the Red Sox, but Steven Matz needs 2 zeros in the next 2 innings to give them that shot.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Rafaela fouls that one off to the Cardinal dugout on the third base side. We have bright sunshine, but they've had the lights on during the game here today. Shadows have covered home plate, working their way toward the mound and up the lines. The pitch is swung on, and that's lifted in the air to center field. In 2-3 steps, the wind knocks it down a little bit, and Scott makes the catch. One center fielder takes care of the other as Jaron Duran, the left fielder, comes up to the plate for the 4th time today. Steven Matz, how many times on the injured list with the Cardinals?
Was it 11? I think it's either 11 or 12.
It's
13 times, actually. 13 times, 5 as a Cardinal.
Here's the pitch. A strike call to the left-handed hitting Duran. Those 5 times have really limited his availability for the Cardinals, and a swing and a miss. And when he's healthy, I mean, look at what he did with the Mets, what he did with Toronto before signing on with the Cardinals.
When he first came to the big leagues, I remember, the Mets had those guys, DeGrom, and they had all those big arms, Syndergaard. I remember Ron Darling, telling me that Steven Matz is going to be the real deal for them.
Matz with the pitch and a foul ball back to the screen. 0-2 on Duran with 1 out, nobody on.
His stuff was so good. Local New Yorker playing for the Mets. I mean, he just dominated. Had the big fastball. Had the great demeanor. Just
good fielder, good
hitter. All that, and of course the hitting doesn't matter anymore.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's popped up. Short left field. Here comes Nootbaar. Out goes the Cardinals shortstop. Wynn gives way to Nootbaar, and Nootbaar makes the play. Well, that wind is really swirling inside Fenway Park.
And our booth.
Going right to left. And that first pitch, about 14 to 20 miles an hour. And I'd say it's pretty steady at about that rate now as we play in the bottom of the 6th inning. A big foul ball back by Devers. So he had a home run swing, hitting 28 home runs last year, driving in 83. He has 3 hits in 28 at-bats to open up 2025. The batter's timeout for Devers.
Trying to slow down Steven Matz, who loves to work quickly, as you mentioned.
Wide open, widespread stance. Closed up on the pitch coming in. Devers swings late. And you pointed out, Ricky, that he has struck out 16 times, but he's been on with 7 walks. And has scored 3 runs this season, including 1 in the first inning today. He has walked twice today. The pitch. Half swing. Did he go? No on the appeal. Rob Drake at third extends his arms. The ball rolled away from Herrera. But no problem. Matz goes to the rosin bag. Pitch timer down to 12 as Matz is ready to go. And with 7 on the timer, the pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matz into the windup and the pitch for Devers. High for ball 3. Well, Ricky's ready to tell you about the 7th with Wynn, Nootbaar, and Contreras coming up. But that's another strike away. Bregman is on deck. This is a pitch that Matz wants. Bregman has a double, a walk, an RBI, 2 runs scored today. The pitch swung on, grounded toward third, backhanded by Arenado. He hops, he throws, and he's not going to throw out Devers. Arenado playing like a shortstop. Had he been a little more straight up, it would have been a routine play. But the Cardinals overshifted for the left-handed batter, and we've seen that beaten a couple of times today. Burleson did it for the Cardinals, and Devers just accomplished that for the Red Sox.
What we are seeing from Nolan Arenado is just a rejuvenated Gold Glove third baseman, though. That he did everything he could do based on that positioning to get to the ball and do a jump throw.
The pitch, Bregman swings and grounds it sharply past Arenado and Wynn into left field. That ball took a bounce and went over Arenado's glove. First and second with 2 out, and Tristan Casas is coming to bat. Arenado's taking a look to the ground where that ball hit. It was almost like they were playing out here on the street. It took that kind of hop. It's a hard infield. Arenado was closing in on it, and then, boom, over his glove and on past Mason Wynn, who crisscrossed with Arenado. And here's Casas. He doubled and scored the last time up. Checks his swing, takes strike 1. With 2 outs, the Red Sox scored a third-inning run. They were able to play 2 more in the 5th. Now the pitch. A little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Red Sox lead 8-5. They bat with 2 on 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning at Fenway Park. The Red Sox, through Texas and Baltimore, went 3-4. A look to second. The pitch by Matz. A swing and a foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Cardinals won all 3 with Minnesota and salvaged a game in the 3-game series with the Angels, winning big on Wednesday. Final was 12-5 Wednesday. Matz, a disengagement. No, just a batter's timeout granted. So Matz steps off. Casas adjusting the batting helmet. Widespread stance, left-handed hitter. Left-handed pitching, Steven Matz on 1-2 with 2 on. A swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. And winning the race to the bag, Donovan beats Bregman to second. 4 unassisted on the force play. Ricky has the 7th. The Red Sox lead 8-5 in Boston.
Your number 1 sports bar and grill is Pia's. Head to 1609 West Springfield Avenue to watch all your favorite sports teams play on the big screen TVs as you enjoy great drink specials and the famous 10-ounce Slugger Burger. With the slot machines, darts, video, golf, and outdoor beer garden, meet your friends at Pia's. Since 1975, open mornings at 7 a.m., Sundays at 8. See you at Pia's.
Winter's finally over. Time to thaw out and enjoy the sunshine. But is your yard ready? 2 Minute Junk Truck can help you ditch the clutter and create the perfect outdoor oasis. From old patio furniture to forgotten fire pits, 2 Minute Junk Truck will haul it all away. Get ready for cookouts, parties, or just chillin' with a good book. Make space for what matters most. Visit 2MinuteJunkTruck.com today. Use code RADIO25 to save $25 on your next service.
At ABC, it's your chance to get that air conditioner and furnace you've needed. ABC Heating and Air Conditioning can now offer 12 months same as cash, 9.9% financing, or up to $2,000 cash back on residential Amana units. Whether you need a furnace and or air conditioner, you can take advantage of this deal through the end of March. ABC means always be comfortable. Let locally and family-owned ABC take care of you. Call Gina today at 217-352-5400 or visit abcheatingandac.com.
From computer systems to brakes and tires too, at PDR, fixing cars is what they do. Remember, when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 or use their dedicated text-only line at 383-0619. Additional information including repair quotes and online scheduling requests available from the website at pdrauto.com. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Right-hander Zach Kelly has the top of the 7th inning for the Red Sox. He replaces Weissert, who replaced Walker Buehler, who went the first 5. Kelly, a right-hander, 30 years old, from Roanoke, Virginia. First pitch is a swing and a miss by Mason Wynn, who's been a part Kelly has, of the Red Sox bullpen over the last 4 years, but really his first full season last year, 49 games, and had a nice 3.97 ERA. His next delivery is up and in for a ball.
He picked up his 8th career win yesterday, first of the season, pitching a hitless, scoreless 5th inning on the relief of Tanner Houck.
Mason Wynn 1 for 2 in this game, and he takes a pitch low. Again, the Red Sox having their opening day here, at their opening day ceremony, and it was a good one. Carl Yastrzemski here, Carlton Fisk, so many of the Red Sox heroes. Kelly delivers. There's a bloop off to the right side, and that's going to get out of play, as Mason Wynn got underneath that. Mason with 2 hits to end the game on Wednesday and scored twice. Had a hit to start off this game and bounced out his last time. They play him to pull on the infield, and he's got a 2-2 count. Kelly, the right-hander, at the belt from the stretch, delivers 2-2 pitch up and in. He wouldn't walk him, would he?
He might.
He might do that in the game. Brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Mason asked for time. You know, at one point we had a 0 pitching to a 0, didn't we?
We did.
Bueller and Wynn.
And it's 4:16 Eastern.
Well, that's the time. Payoff pitch coming up, and it's on its way, and it's hit sharply to left field. Line drive, and backing up is the left fielder, and he makes the play. Oh, did he drop it? No, he didn't. He stumbled, but didn't drop the baseball. As Duran went up against the wall, caught it, stumbled into the wall, and I thought for a second he might be scrambling to pick up the ball, but he was just trying to regain his balance as Wynn hits the ball sharply to left, but nothing to show for it. So out number 1, and Lars Nootbaar. Pretty good at bat there for Mason. Just needed a little more elevation on that. Kelly working from the third base side of the rubber, delivers his first pitch, and it's fouled back. Zach Kelly. .6'3", 230. Big man. Next delivery is hit hard to left field off the bat of Nootbaar, and that's going to go up against the wall off the scoreboard. There'll be a play at second base. Nootbaar is safe at the bag, just barely. The throw was right on the money, and the tag at the bag by the second baseman Campbell must have missed the foot of Lars Nootbaar, who was able to get a double to left field. We'll see if the Red Sox want to look at that, but they're saying play on. A 2-hit game for Nootbaar, and that brings in Contreras. And that is his first double of the year and his 12th hit already.
Boy, he earned that double.
Yes, he did. He was hustling out of the box, too. Duran made a nice play off the wall. All right, Wilson, breakout right here. The pitch to Contreras is a called strike from Kelly. Eric Fedde started for the Cardinals. Very rough first inning. Gave up 5 runs on 4 hits in that inning and walked a couple. Walks have been a story. The pitch to Contreras is low, 1-1.
Well, there's a moral victory for Wilson, laying off a slider down and away.
That's right.
That's the pitch that has been just tearing him up in this game.
Maybe a little over anxious. They set up inside. Now they move back away with the 1-1 pitch. Catchers will do that. The long hold, and then the pitch to Wilson, and it is on the outside corner for a strike. There are times where a hitter can hear the catcher moving and they can sense whether they're in or out, maybe just have a feel for that. You can't really peek back. You have to look at the pitcher, but they like to set up as late as possible as the pitch is low this time. Breaking pitch, and he laid off that one too. Another moral victory. 2-2 the count. Wind's blowing out towards right field. I just want to see Wilson hit the ball hard somewhere. That's what he did all spring training. I mean, one at bat after another. Nootbaar, the runner at second. 2 line drives this inning. Pitch to Contreras is inside. That almost hit him. 3-2. Well, you can't have a chase here. You also don't want a caught looking here either. You want Wilson to hit the ball hard, as I mentioned. Newt takes the lead. Now one more step, one more. And the pitch to Contreras is a called strike 3.
My goodness.
I think he was guessing again. The second time in a row he's been caught looking. He has struck out 3 of his 4 plate appearances here today. Brendan Donovan homered his last time. First home run of the year, actually his second home run of the year. And we are going to have a mound visit as the pitching coach Andrew Bailey going to tell the pitcher everything he knows about Brendan Donovan. I always like to tease the modern day game and say, well, wait a minute, you had a meeting for 4 hours today. However, the reality is there's a lot to learn now. There's a lot more information, and to expect a player to remember it all may be asking a little much. It used to be simple. Well, fastball up and in, slider down and away, stay away from the inner half. Guy's a good fastball hitter. Can be over anxious, whatever that is, and you remember that, and then you move on. But now it's much more detailed than that. Donovan stands in from the left side, and the first pitch to him is a called strike on the outside corner. Cardinals need to pick up every chance they get. They trail by 3 as they bat here in the 7th inning, and it is Nootbaar, the runner at second. A single should score him, and the pitch to Donnie is a late swing and a miss. He was tardy on that one. Again, maybe looking for something different. He broke an 0 for 15 with a home run into the Cardinals bullpen just 2 innings ago. Kelly has the pitch and delivers low. Red Sox have Duran, Rafaela, and Abreu in the right. Good defensive outfield here. Bregman, a Gold Glover last year, third. Story, Campbell at second, and Casas at first. And here comes the 1-2 pitch from Kelly to Donovan, and that's hit sharply. Left field, base hit between the legs of Nootbaar, who was headed towards third base. An RBI hit for Donovan, and the Cardinals pick up that run indeed, as Donovan gets his second hit, second RBI of the game, and it's now 8-6 Boston, and they've got the tying run at the plate.
And I smell the coffee brewing. Even though the Cardinals are down, they've scored 6. It's an on the run. Swing on by on the run tomorrow. Grab your favorite fountain drink, frozen drink, or hot coffee for only 60 cents. To have your bases covered, it's at On the Run.
I've always said even if you're trailing in a game, you can drink coffee. I've always said that.
I have some right here.
There you go. Tying run at the plate is Arenado. Wouldn't this be something? Ground ball foul. And that went over towards the batter's circle. Not really a batter's circle anymore. There's no mat down over where Alec Burleson is. I'd like to see Burleson bat again this inning. He's having quite a day, 3 for 3. Arenado has extended his hitting streak. And the pitch to Arenado is up and in. And wow, watch out. That was the danger area, up and in. And
they still have the fungo circles.
They do.
Next to that big circle around home plate. Kind of looks like Mickey Mouse.
It does. A lot like Mickey Mouse. 1-1 is the count. The pitch to Arenado is outside. A pickoff attempt at first, not in time. On the snap throw from Narvaez. Pretty good throw.
Well, go back to the note about Arenado. Before today, 6 games at Fenway Park, and he's homered in 5 of them.
And he is the tying run. Kelly knows that, of course, is set. The pitch, and that ball is hit sharply to left field, but it's going to stay in the ballpark. On the track, is caught in deep center field by Rafaela, as Arenado gave it a ride into the wind in the center field. And that'll do it for the Cardinals, and it's time to stretch here in Boston. 7th inning stretch presented by Spectrum. We've got a little bit tighter game as the Cardinals trailing Boston 8-6.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how all about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light. You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. From the first trip your 16-year-old takes to a ball game to the last time you help your dad get tickets behind home plate, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is here for all of life's wins, like when you get a new car or a new home or that boat you've worked for all these years, or when your daughter moves out but your mom moves in. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
DraftKings at Casino Queen has everything Redbird fans want this baseball season. Meet up with your buds on the casino floor and stop in at Bridgeway's Social Hour for cocktail specials and $5 appetizers. Offered Tuesday through Saturday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sign up for CQ Rewards and take the free sports shuttle right to Busch Stadium. When you're ready to crash after a Redbird rally, show your tickets to receive 10% off your DraftKings at Casino Queen hotel stay. Must be a hotel guest or CQ Rewards member to ride the shuttle. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Community America is stepping up in St. Louis and showing what excellence in banking looks like. Or in other words, they're winning. Opening more branches? Win. Competitive loan rates? Win. Wealth management? Win. Which now makes sense why they asked me, Cardinal shortstop Mason Wynn, to tell you. That's win with 2 N's, not 1. It's time to bank like the Mason winner you are. It's time your financial partner was invested in you. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union. Invested in you.
Check swing and no swing on the appeal by Trevor Story. He leads off the bottom of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch was presented by Spectrum. Story's 1 for 3 with a home run. And he's facing Ryan Fernandez, a new pitcher who overcooks a breaking ball. That was about a 58-footer. And it's 2-0 on Story. And Ryan Fernandez has not been right with his pitches of late. He had a hip issue that he has overcome, so he feels fine. But I think he's somehow lost the feel of his slider, and that is his bread and butter pitch. He has the 7th in relief of Steven Matz, the 2-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. Well, he had it there. That was a good one from Fernandez, who was at one point a Boston Red Sox minor leaguer. And the Cardinals drafted him in the Rule 5 draft because he was unprotected. There's a ground ball left side, 2-hopper, backing up is Mason Wynn. He's got a strong arm, though, and he throws out Story. Mason Wynn had a good feel for that he would have enough time to get him. And before Abreu bats, let's pause for Station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
Abreu takes strike 1. Wheeler Abreu, W-I-L-Y-E-R. Wheeler Abreu has homered. 3rd home run of the year. He had 2 home runs on opening day, and he lines this one down the right field line. That's hooking and foul, just thankfully, actually close to the pesky pole down the right field line.
Well, he's only 10 for 20 to open the season.
Not too shabby. First in the American League in batting coming into play, and he hasn't hurt himself here today. What makes Ted Drews so delicious? It starts with quality ingredients, fresh dairy, pure honey, premium toppings, all blended together to create the creamiest custard around. Every batch made with care, like they've been doing it for generations. Ted Drews, unmatched quality, unforgettable taste. Next pitch is lined into right field. Another hit for Abreu, his 3rd hit of the game. He's aboard with 1 out. For Christian Campbell, who has struck out, walk, and had a sacrifice fly. And the Cardinals, we mentioned, need to have a bullpen that keeps putting zeros up the rest of the way if they're going to come all the way back in this one. Cardinals have scored in 4 of the last 5 innings. So there's hope.
They have 10 hits again. They've had at least 10 hits in every game so far this year.
Very impressive. Nice lead by Abreu at first. That ball gets away, blocked by Herrera, but no advancement as it was in front of him. And it's a strike on the batter Campbell.
Couldn't hold up.
Overcooked on the slider, but Overcooked on the swing, too. Steven Matz went 3 innings. Gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 1 in relief of Eric Fedde, who also went 3. Fernandez set about chest high. He holds, and there goes the runner, and the pitch is hit into center field. Little bloop towards center. On the run is Victor Scott. He's not going to get there. It's going to drop in front of him. And the runner Abreu had to stop at second base. Honestly, he should have kept going, because if Victor Scott would have caught that ball, he'd have doubled him up anyway. He should have just kept going. He was already committed on the steal. A broken bat hit to center for Campbell. And now the Red Sox have something going again here in the 7th inning. 2 on, 1 out, and Narvaez at the plate, who has walked, singled, and popped out. First pitch to him is low. The RBIs have come from the bottom of the order for the Red Sox, well, beginning with the 5th spot. That's not really the bottom of the order, but 7 of the 8 have come Story on down, including Narvaez, who has 1 of them. Next pitch to him is low, 2-0, and now the job gets harder for Ryan Fernandez. Two runners on, 2-0 pitch. In the 7th, the pitch is high, 3-0. Cardinals have a left-hander. I believe that's John King. It is, getting ready in the pen, and I'm guessing that he's certainly got the top of the order, but he may even pitch to Rafaela. We'll see. Fernandez delivers the 3-0 pitch and catches the inside corner, 3-1.
Ryan had a scoreless outing against the Twins, but in 2 outings against the Angels, gave up 4 runs, 3 earned.
Next delivery, 3-1 pitch is a little pop foul off to the right side. Contreras can't get there in time as he almost goes into the dugout of the hometown Boston Red Sox.
Boy, Fernandez needs a double play ball.
Oh, does he ever? Will they run 3-2? I think it's possible. Abreu, the runner, at second. Campbell at first. As Narvaez really takes his time readjusting his batting equipment. He asked for time. And here comes a big pitch for Ryan Fernandez with 2 on. They're not going. 3-2 pitch is outside, ball 4. As Herrera tried to frame that one, but it was off the plate away, and the bases are now loaded. And Dusty Blake is going to come out to talk to Ryan Fernandez. Tell you, when Fernandez is good, it just seems easy for him. He gets outs quickly, but I feel like he's searching a little bit for his release point. So good last year for the Cardinals out of their pen. Ton of appearances for the 25-year-old last year. He's 26 now. He was in 62 games, had a 3.5 ERA, really good. Now, he had a 1-6 record, but I don't think that's a good indication of how well he pitched. He also struggled towards the end. His ERA was under 3 for a lot of the season. But he's got himself into a pickle here. Cardinals will play back and hope for the double play with Rafaela, who does run well and had 75 RBIs, as we mentioned, as a rookie. Lefties to follow him. Pitch from Fernandez is hit to short. Mason Wynn has it. The second for 1. On to first. High throw. Oh, no. The high throw from Donnie takes Contreras off the bag, and another run scores. Perfect opportunity for a double play, and the throw was high. And the Red Sox have tallied one more here in the 7th inning. And that'll be it for Fernandez, with the lefty getting loose in the Cardinals' pen. And this pitching change is brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We'll be right back.
Looking for an event space that will leave your guests talking? Cardinals Special Events offers all sorts of unique venue options in the St. Louis Cardinals' iconic Busch Stadium, as well as in Cardinals Nation inside Ballpark Village. From corporate celebrations to personal milestones and everything in between, Cardinals Special Events can help your group make memories that will last a lifetime. Visit cardinals.com/events to learn more.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Join us for a fantastical journey at St. Louis Union Station. Board the St. Louis Wheel, soaring 200 feet into the air all year round. The St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station lets you explore the world's great waterways and over 10,000 amazing creatures. Swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
John King, the new Cardinal pitcher, he will have Jarren Duran, who bats with 2 outs and 2 on in the bottom of the 7th inning. A double play that was not executed. A high throw from Donovan to first. And the inning continues. The first pitch to Duran is a called strike one. We haven't seen a lot of John King. He's kind of been the safety valve, and we haven't had to kind of use him much. But Fernandez has already been tagged with a run. That's an RBI, by the way, by Rafaela. You can't assume a double play. That is the rule. The 1-strike pitch is a little bit low, 1-1.
It's only the second appearance for King, who worked on the 27th against the Twins, a third of an inning with 1 hit.
Can't give up any more. It's 9-6 Boston. Bottom of the 7th inning, and the pitch from the lefty is hit into right field for a hit. Over the head of Donovan. And the run will score. The play's going to be at third base. The throw not in time. Good throw from Jordan Walker. But the inning continues on the 2-out RBI hit for Jarren Duran. And it's now 10-6 Boston.
Well, 5 of the runs scored in the first inning off Eric Fedde. And the Cardinals have been behind the 8 ball ever since the first.
The offense has been giving it a shot, John. 6 runs on 10 hits, but pitching has not been able to control this Red Sox team. I'll bet Duran's going to take off here, not running yet. Swing and a foul. Strike one on Rafael Devers, who has walked, bounced out, and singled here today. 7 of the 9 Red Sox have had RBIs. Devers and Casas, the 2 that have not. Duran not going, and that pitch is grounded up the middle. That's a base hit, and Devers now has an RBI. Back-to-back hits off lefties for John King, and it's now 11-6 Boston. Just not the Cardinals' day as far as pitching is concerned. A 3-run bottom of the 7th inning, and it all happened when a double play was not turned to end the inning. That close to having a 0 on the board. And on that double play, by the way, Mason Wynn made a really nice play. That pitch high and away for a ball to Bregman. The ball was hit sharply by Rafaela, and he had to get it on kind of a short hop. It was really hit hard, but he made a nice play. Good throw over to Donnie. They had plenty of time to get him, but they just didn't. As King misses low, 2-0. Red Sox now with 13 hits. The Cardinals have 10 of them. And it's back to that 5-run lead that the Cardinals spotted them in the first. There's a strike. Cardinals with a run in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the seventh, and they may have left some on the table, too. Now you can't get them all. There's a pitch outside, 3-1 to Bregman, who has 2 hits, has scored twice, driven in a run. Been a rough day for the Cardinals on the defensive side. Next pitch is a called strike, and I don't mean the defense itself, I mean the pitching, which is part of the defense. Although if you're a pitcher, you have to mentally say you're the offense. I've got the ball, I'm the offense, I'm in charge. But it is in fact the defense. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He strikes out Bregman as they send 8 men to the bat in the bottom of the 7th inning, pick up 3 runs. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Boston 11, St. Louis 6.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Johns Hopkins University has found that just mild hearing loss doubles your risk of dementia, so hearing loss isn't something to ignore.
But hearing aids are so expensive and ugly.
Not anymore. Meet Audien Hearing. You can get nearly invisible hearing aids without a prescription starting at $98 a pair, and they're ready to use right out of the box. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, and with over 1 million customers, Audien is easy to trust. Visit audienhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Norm Miller here, chairman of Interstate Batteries. You know, without batteries, life would be pretty lifeless. That's why Interstate All Battery Centers carry them in every size, shape, and style, so you can drive, drill, call, film, or do whatever it is you want to do. Stop in today. They've got the power to keep you going. Interstate All Battery Center. Outrageously dependable.
Interstate All Battery Center. You'll find them outrageously dependable just over Interstate 74 at 2504 North Mattis Avenue in Champaign, with batteries for most every application in stock.
Kelsey Furniture in downtown Tuscola sells Tempur-Pedic beds. What's it like?
I'm going to tell you right now, Stevie, that thing is the best thing I've ever slept on in my life. My wife and I both have said we've never had better night's sleep. And the people at Kelsey's were fantastic. Brian is the guy that helped us. You know, as much as I did my research, he has a world of knowledge about beds themselves. Oh, man, it's like sleeping on a cloud, man.
Kelsey Furniture, downtown Tuscola.
Louis, Missouri.
Well, a couple of innings, in fact, 3 innings with crooked numbers up there for the Red Sox. 5 in the first, 2-run 5th inning, 3 in the 7th. Part of their 11-run, 13-hit attack against the Cardinals, leading 11-6. Alec Burleson leads off, and Bernardino, a left-hander, throws strike 1. Bernardino on in relief of Zach Kelly, who worked an inning, 2 hits, 1 run with a strikeout. Bernardino throws low for a ball. 3 for 3 for Burleson today with a run scored. He's the Cardinal DH. Ivan Herrera will follow, and then Jordan Walker. The pitch, a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Burleson with 7 hits now in 20 at-bats. 4 runs scored. He has a double, 3 RBIs. The lefty's next pitch, a swing and a miss. Burleson strikes out. The Cardinals have struck out 7 times today. 3 of those belong to Wilson Contreras. Wilson has just had a rough go of it after such a brilliant spring. But he'll be back. Sometimes all it takes a little looper somewhere to get it figured out. Herrera takes strike 1 from the lefty Bernardino. Ivan Herrera lined out to right. He had a hit taken away by Abreu with a diving play. then a 3-run homer, and a double play ball. Herrera swings and misses. He went fishing for a low outside fastball, 0-2.
It's been fun to watch what Ivan has been doing of late. Happy for him. He's got a lot of energy.
The pitch, a swing and a miss, and the Red Sox throw the ball around the infield again as Herrera strikes out. Explore the St. Louis Zoo and enjoy more than 16,000 animals. The River's Edge, Big Cat Country, Penguin and Puffin Coast, Sea Lion Sound, and so much more. Visit ExploreSt. where you can learn more. Jordan Walker looks at a pitch outside. Quiet 8th inning for the Cardinals with Burleson striking out, Herrera striking out. Bernardino, the left-hander, works out the stretch all the time. His kick, the pitch, strike called. The Yankees lead at Pittsburgh 2-0 in the second. The Mets have a 2-0 lead at home against Toronto. That game's in the 6th inning. The pitch, a swing and a miss. 1-2 for Walker.
Boy, Bernardino's throwing a disappearing pitch or something. Cardinals just not.
They can't see it.
Not seeing him at all.
3-1, the Cubs lead San Diego in the 8th inning at Wrigley Field. Detroit beat the White Sox 7-4. The Athletics are at Colorado in the 2nd inning, 1-1 the score. Seattle at San Francisco. That's 1-0 Seattle in the first. The pitch, outside. Right here, the Cardinals are trailing 11-6. Boston had a 5-0 lead after 1. Bernardino's pitch, a swing and a miss. Walker strikes out. Bernardino strikes out the side. The Red Sox come up in the 8th, leading 11-6.
Well, tell me, Tim Onsett, lawn mowing season soon, Dixie Chopper, dedicated diesel. It's off Route 45 as you're heading toward Rantoul. You turn left on Triumph Drive till you can't drive anymore, and you'll be right there. And you got some Dixie Choppers I could buy.
Oh, yeah. Andy's got his hands full with Dixie Choppers, and stop by, see Andy, get a great deal on a mower.
Fastest mower you can buy, so you don't have to spend 2 hours out there. You might spend 45 minutes, and plus, Andy can tune it up or fix it.
Sure he can. Yeah, we got a full shop ready to go. Whatever you need.
When it comes to early on here in the spring, it can be, weeds up to your mid-thigh or whatever. So sometimes you need a really tough kind of mower to get through all that in the brush.
Well, yeah, these are built solid. They'll get through that stuff, and all of the structural components have a great warranty. So if something does go wrong, we can definitely get it fixed. Get Andy at Dedicated Diesel, 217-328-0562, or Dedicated Equipment on Facebook.
In 1925, a small plumbing company began its journey in Urbana, Illinois. Over the decades, the business grew thanks to hard work and great people. In 1966, things changed when Dave Reichard, a veteran, met veteran Ken Asklin, who was an architectural engineering grad from Illinois. The two realized their shared vision for excellence. Their partnership took root, and in 1975, the name changed to A&R Mechanical. With Dave as president and Ken as vice president, A&R Mechanical expanded services, becoming the go-to full-service contractor for all of Central Illinois. A&R went from a plumbing-only contractor to a full-service mechanical contractor with their own sheet metal shop. Today, A&R is a plumbing, heating, ventilation service company with the same excellence in customer service as they provided nearly 100 years ago. Design, build, and maintain. That's what served A&R Mechanical for nearly 100 years. Find them at Lincoln and Kettering in Urbana or online at ar-mech.com.
The Cardinals are trailing the Red Sox 11-6 with Boston batting in the bottom of the 8th inning. Boston has led since a 5-run first inning. That's John King out to open up the 8th. Lefty against lefty. The foul ball goes out of play off the bat of Tristan Casas. Friday, April 11th, 20,000 fans ages 16 and older will take home a mystery Cardinals sweatshirt thanks to Maryville University. Visit cardinals.com/promotions for all the information about that date and all of our promotions. A swing and a foul in and out of Herrera's mitt. 2 strikes on Casas. He has a double and a run scored today. Herrera going through the signs by way of pitch com. with the Cardinals' fourth pitcher of the day, John King. King brings it in, inside and low.
King not charged with a run, but he came in and gave up 2 hits with 2 outs to 2 lefties. So I think fair to say that the 4 Cardinals that have pitched today all have not had good days. Fetty, then Matz gave up a couple. He probably pitched the best, then Fernandez, then King.
There's a foul. That goes off Casas' foot all the way to their first base coach, Jose David Flores. Tomorrow, it's Andre Palante against Richard Fitz. Palante 1-0, Fitz 0-1. On the air at 2:15. Ricky will have the lineups at 3 Central Time. I'll bring you the first pitch around 3:10 from Fenway Park. The pitch by King. That swung on and it's a deep left field. Nootbaar is looking up and he's going to play that one off the monster. His throw goes into second, but it's too late. In standing with a double, his second of the day, Tristan Casas. Well, the left-handers have been swinging the bat well against John King. And here's Trevor Story. Story hit a 3-run homer in the 5-run first inning. Bregman had an RBI double, then Story's 3-run homer, followed by Abreu's home run to right field. 14 hits today for the Red Sox and 11 runs. The pitch over but low, ball 1 to the former Rocky. When King's on his game, he's getting a good number of ground balls right to Cardinal fielders. There's a swing and a miss. King turned that pitch over and had Story reaching. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Different story today, not ground balls, but hard hit balls from the 3 lefties. Duran, Devers, and Casas all hit the ball hard.
Here's King's pitch. Way outside. 2 balls and a strike. Duran with a run batted in. Devers has 1 RBI. The same for Bregman. Casas does not have 1. Story has driven in 3. Abreu 2. There's a tap foul at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Campbell, an RBI with a sacrifice fly. Narvaez, a base hit. 2-out RBI in the 3rd. And Rafaela got a run batted in when the Cardinals failed to turn a double play in the 7th inning. A run scored and Rafaela was safe on a high throw by Donovan. The Red Sox after that got 2 more hits and 2 more runs. A 3-run 7th inning to make it the 11-6 game we have now. Another 2-2 pitch. And that's hit solidly into short right field, a base hit. Stopping at 3rd, Casas. 2 on with nobody out.
You know, thinking of that double play that didn't happen, and, you know, certainly an effect on this game. It's a 3-run difference. I mean, the Cardinals in this game otherwise, but, you know, I cannot remember, John, over the last, I don't know how many years, that just doesn't happen very often for the Cardinals. I mean, they've been really good at turning double plays and one of the best in the National League year after year, despite the kind of the team record or what's going on. If it's a good year or a bad year, that is usually a strong point, and unfortunately it came at a bad time today.
Now Abreu, 3 out of 4 today for the American League's leading hitter. Ground ball to short. Stepping on second, Wynn throws to first, a double play and a run scores. And it's 12-6 in favor of the Red Sox. No RBI. Now Christian Campbell batting with nobody on base. Campbell has been on with a walk, a stolen base, a single. He has scored 2 runs and driven in 1 with a sacrifice fly. Taking ball 1 low from John King with 2 outs in the 8th inning. King works from the stretch with the bases empty. He throws a fastball strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Campbell at 22 years old out of Georgia Tech. Played A, AA, AAA last year. He hit .330 with 20 home runs, 77 RBIs, and stole 24 bases. He takes a ball low from King, 2-1. The Cardinals play Campbell to hit the ball toward right center field in the outfield. A balanced infield. The pitch. Ball outside. 3-1 on Campbell with Narvaez, their catcher, on deck. Palante against Fitz tomorrow on the air at 2:15. Now the pitch by King. Outside, ball 4. Seven walks by Cardinal pitching today, 4 by the starter, Eric Fetty.
Seemed like there's been some pitching that I would say has been tentative. Would you agree with that?
I'd say so. Ollie's making a pitching change, brought to you by Goodwill. We'll be right back.
The Cardinals Hall of Fame and Museum is the official home of Cardinals history. For those who want to be a part of one of the sport's greatest collections in the world, museum membership is the way to go. Cardinals Museum membership provides unlimited admission for 1 year, exclusive Hall of Fame bobbleheads, discounts, ticket offers, and more, in addition to supporting exhibit design and artifact restoration. There are a variety of membership levels, including our ultimate level of membership. For more info and to join, go to cardinals.com/membership.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
When you have a cracked windshield, who can you trust? Choose the auto glass experts at Safe Light. We make it so easy, you can schedule at safelight.com. With our state-of-the-art technology, we can replace your windshield and recalibrate your car's advanced safety system to get you back on the road safely. Schedule now at safelight.com. Go ahead, play that jingle.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Enjoy a true St. Louis Cardinals baseball experience. Book your Grand Slam ticket package today at the luxurious Marriott St. Louis Grand, steps away from Busch Stadium. You'll get 2 Cardinals tickets plus free hotel self-parking, complimentary high-speed internet access, and $20 towards a great pregame or postgame meal at Zinnia Bar and Grill. Grand Slam ticket packages start at $199. Book yours today at MarriottStLouisGrand.com. That's MarriottStLouisGrand.com. Proud hotel partner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
Shelter Insurance ranked #1 for auto insurance in the Forbes 2024 World's Best Insurance Companies survey. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Our pitching change was brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. And it's Roycroft on relief of John King, who got the pitch count up well over 20. Here's a slider low for a ball to right-handed batting Carlos Narvaez. 27 pitches for King?
Yeah, 27 pitches, 16 of them for strikes, but he did walk a batter, which is unusual for him with 2 outs. He's the runner at first.
That's Campbell. There's a swing and a drive. That's it to deep center field, and it is off the wall. Here's Campbell streaking around third. The throw coming in is cut off by the Cardinal first baseman Contreras. Campbell scores on a double by Narvaez, and the Red Sox are rolling it up. They have a 13-6 lead.
And that run will be charged to John King, so you can close the book on him. A couple of runs allowed in an inning worth of work. So all 4 Cardinal pitchers up till Roycroft have given up at least 2 runs.
There's Rafaela, the pitch. A slider taken high for a ball. 13-6, 16 hits today for the Red Sox. Out-hitting the Cardinals 16-10. The pitch by Roycroft. A ball high. At least Roycroft coming into the game gets the experience of being on the mound here at Fenway Park.
Yeah, and I think the off day yesterday has something to do with, bailing out John King too with the pitch count, but also the fact that you've got guys that haven't pitched for a couple of days.
And there's a pitch taken low. 3 balls and no strikes on Rafaela with Duran waiting on deck. Duran has 2 of the hits today. Devers has been on with 2 walks and 2 singles. The pitch. Strike called, 3-1. 2 outs in the 8th inning. The Red Sox 5 in the first, 1 in the third, 2 in the 5th, 3 in the 7th, 2 so far in the 8th. They have Narvaez on second base. The pitch fouled off to the right. What was 3-0 is now 3-2 on Ceddanne Rafaela. His 188th Major League game, a career .242 hitter, 17 home runs, and he has 83 RBIs. The pitch by Roycroft, fouled back. Roycroft went after him with a fastball on 3-2. Would imagine they'll do the same here.
Cardinals bullpen has given up some runs lately. I'd say there's 3 or 4 guys that are red hot in the bullpen, but the other guys have struggled a bit.
On 3-2, way outside, a 2-out walk. And Duran comes up. The Red Sox batted around in the first inning. Then they sent 8 men to bat in the 7th. Walk. Million ID, and we'll get to that shortly. The pitch to Duran inside, and this is the Cardinals Baseball Network, powered by Graybar.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
Here's a smash to short, and it's caught by Wynn. 2 left on for the Red Sox, but they scored 2 more. We go to the 9th. Boston is leading in its home opener, 13-6 over the Cardinals.
Don't forget your favorite Lay's, the perfect sidekick to your game day. No matter if you're cheering for our St. Louis Cardinals from the stands or hosting the ultimate game day throwdown with your crew, there's a Lay's flavor to go with it. Lay's, proud partner of your St. Louis Cardinals.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. All kinds of beers and thousands of wines.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Listen up, fellow Gen Xers. Elizabeth Banks here. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the way. We've done this before. Music videos, fanny packs, even the World Wide Web. Let's do it again and get vaccinated, because we're at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Visit VaxAssist.com and schedule a vaccine today. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Proud sponsor of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Rise to the occasion at One Cardinal Way, where luxury living meets legacy baseball in the heart of Ballpark Village. With limited homes remaining for the 2025 season, this is your chance to claim front row views of the St. Louis Skyline, Gateway Arch, Busch Stadium, and enjoy VIP access to Ballpark Village. Rooftop pool, private cabanas, grilling stations, and a fully staffed private bar. More than a home, it's next level living. Visit OneCardinalWay.com to schedule your tour before these exclusive homes are gone.
It's Cooper Criswell on the pitch in the 9th inning, and a mop-up roll today for the Red Sox to lead 13-6. Well, the Cardinals scored 7 in the 8th inning on Wednesday. Give them a finish.
Give them a finish indeed.
Victor Scott II leads off, taking a ball high and outside.
The problem has not been the Cardinals' offense today. 6 runs on 10 hits, you should win that kind of game. Most of the time, at least.
Most of the time you will. There's a swing, and the ball is popped into short center field. And it is caught by Story right in front of Rafaela. He went ranging into short center. And then Rafaela gave way to Story, 1 out. Suit up this season at MLBShop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, T-shirts, hoodies, and more. Visit MLBShop.com, your official source for St. Louis Cardinals gear. 1 out, Mason Wynn. A 1-for-3 day for Mason. Lined out sharply to Duran in left field the last time up. And he takes a knee-high strike. That was low. Wynn tells the home plate umpire about it, too. Where was that call in the first inning for Fetty? The pitch, Criswell throws a slider outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eric Fetty got dinged for 5 runs in the first inning. Gave up 6 runs on 5 hits over 3 innings. He walked 4, struck out 1, and gave up 2 homers. Here's a ball that's popped into short right field, and it is dropped by the second baseman, Campbell. Campbell swiped for the ball with Abreu closing in. I think he heard footsteps.
I think he did. He was reaching out, but he was reaching out with his arm, but his body wasn't following suit. His body was objecting to it because it thought that maybe he'd get slammed into by the right fielder, Abreu, and so I think that's a hit in my mind. We'll see how they score it.
Win is on, and here's Lars Nootbaar. Nootbaar's 2 out of 4 today.
It is 11th hit for the Cardinals.
The pitch, and Nootbaar takes strike 1 over the inside half. A double and a run scored for Nootbaar in the 7th inning. So the Cardinals have reached double figures in hits in each of their first 7 games in 2025. Nootbaar takes outside 1-1.
I'll have to check with the Cardinals folks that help us with a lot of stats. The Brian Bartow and his group, if that's ever happened before, that the Cardinals have had 10-plus hits in 7 straight games to start a year.
There's a ground ball headed up the middle, backhanded by Campbell, and he drops the ball, and everybody's safe. Campbell tried to get the double play before he had the ball. That will be an error.
Tailor-made, really. Somehow the transition from glove to hand didn't work. And maybe still frustrated by the play prior, as he just fumbled it. Went glove to hand, and it never quite got a handle on it.
So an E4, everybody's safe, and Wilson Contreras comes up. Contreras 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts, and a double play today. He takes ball 1. First pitch fastball from Cooper Criswell.
Sometimes things can click in even with the 5th at-bat of a bad game, just to find out kind of what the right feel is at the plate. Wilson's struggling to find it right now.
Contreras tried to hold up his swing. It was a strike anyway. Fastball, 1-1. He's not seeing the ball well out of the pitcher's hand at all.
100% agree.
1 hit in 27 at-bats, and that was a double driving in 2 runs at Busch Stadium on Wednesday. 2 on and 1 out. Criswell, tall right-hander, works from the first base side of the rubber. His pitch, a slider, strike called on the outside corner. Criswell is 6'6", 200 pounds, 28 years old. Used to pitch for the Angels, Tampa Bay, and the last 2 seasons with the Boston Red Sox. The pitch on the way. Contreras takes a little bit low. Oh, that was close to strike 3.
It's a tough strike there. Tough one to take there. I don't know how he did it.
2-2 on Wilson. Wynn leads away from second. Nootbaar will get a good lead at first base. Casas is playing well off the line. The 2-2 pitch. Low and a full count. Brendan Donovan's on deck. Donovan has a pair of 2-out RBIs with a home run and a single today, going 2 out of 4. 13-6 Red Sox, 1 out in the Cardinals' 9th. The pitch, and that is topped foul. Just got a piece of it. Strikeout, double play, strikeout, strikeout. That's the day for Contreras. He'd like to put a charge into 1 here. Holding the bat down on the knob, right-hander against right-hander. Cooper Criswell with the pitch for Contreras. Ground ball, base hit to center field. Coming around third, Wynn is going to score, and the Cardinals get a run, trailing 13-7. And good to see Wilson find an opening.
That was a hard hit ground ball, too. Had a lot of topspin on it, getting through the infield. Picks up his 3rd RBI. And maybe the good feeling starts with that final at-bat in a game.
Here's Donovan. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Criswell is on trying to mop this one up, but the Cardinals have put up 3 base runners and a run, and here's a slider inside that nearly hit Donovan's left knee. 1-0 on the left-handed batting infielder, outfielder, playing second base today. 13-7 Boston. A swing and a ground ball, base hit into center field. Coming around third, Lars Nootbaar. Here comes the throw, on through the tag, safe. Couldn't make the tag. It was up the third base line. Swiping for Nootbaar. Narvaez couldn't get him. Donovan drives in his third run today. First and second, one out for Nolan Arenado.
Take away those 3 runs in the 7th and the 2 in the 8th, and yes, a different ball game, but of course you can't do that, as the Red Sox have put up 1, 2, 3, 4 crooked numbers in this game, scoring in 5 of the 8 frames that they came to the plate, and that's really been the story, just not been able to stop them.
Andrew Bailey has been getting his steps in today, even though his team is leading. It's a 13-8 score right now. Then the difference in the game, that 5-run first inning. Nolan Arenado, a double and a run scored, 1 for 4, hit the ball to the warning track in center field in the 7th inning. He had a good swing and a good approach on that one. Just got under it a little bit too much. Arenado has 2 on with 1 out. And Nolan checks his swing, taking slider outside, ball 1.
So Donovan broke an 0 for 15 and has had 3 straight hits since the 5th inning.
And 3 runs batted in. Contreras is the runner at second, Donovan at first. The pitch on the way. Low for ball 2. That's going to get somebody up in the bullpen for the Red Sox. They have a lefty throwing.
That would be Chapman, I think.
That is Aroldis Chapman. 13-8 Boston. From the stretch, the pitch by Criswell. A swing and a foul ball out of play down the right field line. No play at all for Abreu.
Well, it's why we say give him a finish. I mean, you really want the other team to realize you're not going to quit. You're not going to stop swinging. And we're going to make you pitch to us, and we're going to maybe even make you use another pitcher, or at least get him loose.
Criswell listening in for the sign. Narvaez puts down a target. The 2-1 pitch here for Arenado. He swings and hits it foul. Out of play off to the left. He leads the world in foul balls down the left field line.
Yes, he does. Unofficially.
Unofficially, of course. 2-2 on Arenado, standing deep in the box. The 5th pitcher of the day for the Red Sox is Cooper Criswell. The pitch. Arenado hits it hard to third. Bregman backhands, throws to second and throws it away. The Cardinals get another run. Contreras scores. Donovan goes to third. The Gold Glover airmailed one into right field. The Cardinals get another run.
So no RBI, another error, 2 in the inning for Boston. And he did the hard part, Bregman did. He got the ball on the backhand down the line. It was a pretty good at-bat for Nolan Arenado, but then he just fired it, Bregman did, way over the second baseman's head. Now they're actually looking at him right now. I wonder if he got hurt at the bag somehow. I'm talking about their second baseman, Campbell, on that wide throw. He fell down trying to catch that ball, and kind of a little ginger walking around, but the athletic trainer and Alex Cora believe that he's okay, so they're going to leave him in. But another break for the Cardinals, and they are giving him a finish, indeed.
Are we going to have the pitching change?
I think we are.
And it's Cora coming out to bring the lefty, Aroldis Chapman, into the game. And our pitching change is brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care, feeding Cardinals fans across the nation. We'll be right back.
When was the last time you visited the Gateway Arch? Rise to new heights on a tram ride to the top. Discover unforgettable stories of shared history in our free world-class museum. Marvel in the builder's experience as you watch our documentary movie. Peer into the past as you slip on a headset in our VR theater. Wander 5 miles of paved trails. Relax and learn about St. Louis history on a riverboat cruise. Book your tickets today at gatewayarch.com.
At Bayer, it is our goal to tackle the challenges of food insecurity by delivering innovation to farmers that help them grow healthy and affordable food in a sustainable way. That's why in communities across the U.S., Bayer has worked with farmers for decades to help put food on the table for those in need so that together we achieve health for all, hunger for none. Visit Bayer.us.com. That's Bayer.us.com to learn more.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Aroldis Chapman has one save opportunity, 2 innings, 1 hit allowed, and he'll be facing Cardinal pinch hitter Luken Baker. Chapman with 336 saves in his career.
I like this move going to Baker.
Baker, big, strong right-handed batter. Chapman's pitch, fastball outside.
Even though Burley's had a good day, 3 for 3 his first 3 times up, then struck out in the 8th inning against the lefty, but I think you got to go with the righty here.
First and third, 1 out in the 9th inning, and the Cardinals down 13-9. Baker takes outside, close call, ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes.
Get that tying run to the plate in Ivan Herrera.
Over at third, Donovan. Arenado at first base after the throwing error by third baseman Bregman. The pitch by Chapman. A swing and a miss. Fastball. That was good old-fashioned hardball. Power against power. Baker had a home run swing. 2-1. Baker rocking the bat back and forth. Here is Chapman's pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They cheer him in Boston now. They weren't cheering him when he pitched for the Yankees. Aroldis Chapman. From the stretch. The pitch. Baker takes high for ball 3. 3-2. 3-2 with Herrera on deck. Herrera hit a 3-run homer back in the 4th. His 4th home run over the last 2 games. Big pitch here. Chapman checks on the runners. Throws to first and back standing, Nolan Arenado. I think that was more or less to make Baker wait.
Sure was.
A little longer for a 3-2 pitch. Perhaps make him a little anxious. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Chapman to Luken Baker. Here it comes. A foul ball back to the screen, and Luken was on the fastball.
Yeah, he was. Timed it up better that time. That'll give Chapman something to think about. You know, he's always been a guy that has good off-speed pitches, too, despite throwing in the high 90s most of his life. One of the all-time leaders in baseball in terms of appearances.
Luken has 2 RBIs and 7 at-bats this year. And now Chapman wants a different baseball. Narvaez throws a new one to the mound, and it's a 3-2 count on pinch hitter Luken Baker. Donovan at third, Arenado at first base. The Cardinals have scored 3 times in the 9th and trail 13-9. Now the pitch. Baker takes inside. The bases are loaded for Ivan Herrera. Baker at first. Arenado at second. Donovan over at third. Now, Ivan Herrera representing the tying run. Well, this is what you wanted, Ricky.
And we got it.
The pitch. Herrera pops it up. It's to the right of home plate, and that ball is out of play. Strike one.
Still just one out, so if Herrera can't get it done, you've still got Jordan Walker as the tying run, potentially.
Brendan Donovan drove in Newt Barr. Contreras scored on a throwing error by Bregman.
I love the finish that the Cardinals are doing night after night, day after day.
With the bases loaded, the pitch. Herrera checks his swing and takes a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And they're making Chapman work. They got another pitcher into the game. Weissert, Kelly, Bernardino, Criswell, now Chapman. Following Walker Buehler. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded. The pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. The throw goes to second, out onto first. Double play, and that's the game. Herrera grounds into his second. 5-4-3 double play. And the Red Sox won their home opener by a score of 13-9. Ricky and I will talk about it after this.
Baseball season is heating up, and so is the weather. Don't let spring showers wreak havoc on your home. Call Helitech, the experts in home waterproofing, foundation repair, concrete leveling, and more. Helitech offers proven solutions for damaging moisture, cracks, and sinking foundations using state-of-the-art technology to keep your home safe and dry. You deserve the best. Contact Helitech today for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Baseball is back, and this season there are more ways than ever to watch your Cardinals on FanDuel Sports Network. As always, you can watch FanDuel Sports Network through TV providers including DirecTV, Spectrum, Xfinity, Fubo, and more. New for 2025, you can subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network and stream the Cardinals without blackout. And for a limited time, you can get started with a 30-day free trial using code CARDS30DAY when you sign up at FanDuelSportsNetwork.com. Visit Cardinals.com/TV to learn more.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot, doot, and sometimes it's like
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
There is no better way to enjoy America's favorite pastime than cheering on the Cardinals with your family at Busch Stadium. From the thrill of watching the game to the kid-friendly activities, food, and fun, the ballpark has it all. Make magical memories as you cheer together for every home run, double play, and Cards win. Your family summer tradition starts here at Busch Stadium. Grab your tickets today at Cardinals.com. St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
Well, Ricky, the Cardinals gave them a finish, a 3-run ninth inning that made it the final score of 13-9 Boston. The pitching today for the Cardinals just couldn't hold the Red Sox down.
No, it was not very good today, but when you can get the tying run at the plate in the ninth inning in a game where you give up 13 runs, that's saying something about your offense. The Cardinals, again, getting more than 10 hits. They had 13 hits in this game. Boston tried to help the cause by making 3 errors today, but the Cardinals, even though they scored a bunch, they just couldn't score enough as the Red Sox put up a bunch of crooked numbers, including 5 runs in the 7th and 8th innings combined, and that was really the difference.
And that was the final today of 13-9, even though the Red Sox out-hit the Cardinals 16-13. The Cardinals kept the pressure on Boston's pitching and made Alex Cora go deeper into the bullpen using Weissert, Kelly, Bernardino, Criswell, and Chapman after 5 innings from Walker Buehler.
Thinking the same thing. At least maybe the worst part of that is having to use Chapman from the Boston Red Sox point of view. You use your closer. He does get the save and gets the job done at the end, but got a little too close for comfort there for the Red Sox on their opening day, but they prevail 13-9.
The Cardinals fall to 4-3. The Red Sox are even 500, winning their last 3 games. They're 4 up and 4 down. We'll have more from Fenway Park after this.
Tim Culver, owner and president of Classic Plumbing and Air.
A plumber is a person that is well-rounded. They have education, they have experience, and they are versed in more than only one phase of plumbing. A plumber is someone that has experience in all three phases, and they understand how all three of these plumbing aspects work together as well.
Was in the heating and air conditioning business for approximately 30 years and then retired in 2021. So I came out of retirement because I'm very big on taking care of our local community. The most satisfying part of my job is when I know that I've done the right thing for the customer, taking care of the customer's happy, and when I walk out the door that I'm not afraid to put a sign out in front of their house that says, "This job was done by Chuck Thompson, Classic Plumbing and Air."
Visit them at classicplum.com.
It's halftime of the big sale. We have Dick Van Dyke, Appliance World coach Paul Reekin here. Paul, what's the game plan?
It's just like I was telling my team. These prices are low, but they just aren't low enough.
Well, Paul, what do you do?
We have a top-of-the-line Electrolux laundry pair. I'm going with a free pedestal on the pair, free delivery and installation. And this hurts, but I'm going to throw in an additional $100 off.
No way.
That's over $600 off the whole pair.
Thanks, Paul.
Team, get to the locker room. We have to talk about what I just promised this radio guy.
And there you have it from Dick Van Dyke, Appliance World, where you always get up.
Wow.
Winter's finally over. Time to thaw out and enjoy the sunshine. But is your yard ready? Huh? 2 Minute a Junk Truck can help you ditch the clutter and create the perfect outdoor oasis. From old patio furniture to forgotten fire pits, 2 Minute a Junk Truck will haul it all away. Get ready for cookouts, parties, or just chillin' with a good book. Make space for what matters most. Visit 2minuteajuncktruck.com today. Use code RADIO25 to save $25 on your next service.
The Cardinals were able to score a run in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the seventh, and then 3 in the ninth, but they dropped a 13-9 game to the Red Sox.
Just one of those games where really everybody was having trouble getting people out, and actually the Red Sox had trouble getting outs on balls hit to them in the ninth inning. They made 3 errors in this game, which made the game closer as we moved along, but a 13-9 Boston victory. But the Cardinals pitching just was not solid as Fedde gave up 6 runs, Matz 2, then Ryan Fernandez not sharp again, gave up 3, and John King was hit around, especially by the lefties, which is a little disconcerting, and Chris Roycroft finished up, not charged with a run, but didn't pitch well, so really the Cardinals just did not pitch well today. It happens, but you've got to kind of fix that and get moving, give your offense a little bit more breathing room. You're not going to get 13 hits every time out and 9 runs, but that's what the Cardinals did today and lost.
How about the last 3 games, Ricky? 7 runs for the Cardinals, 12, and then 9 in the game today, and they're 1-2 in those 3 games.
Yeah, and it's what they've been doing is hitting with runners in scoring position and driving in runs and hitting extra base hits with runners in scoring position. Today, they were, 6 for 12?
6 for 12 and left 6 men on.
And the Red Sox, unfortunately, were 7 for 14, so they were good, too.
The final 13-9, the play of the game is presented by Marriott St. Louis Grand. Book your Grand Slam Cardinals ticket package. Do that right now. We'll hear the play when we come back.
When the storm rolls in, where will you go? Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your family with a custom storm shelter from Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services. At Berg Tanks, their shelters are fiberglass and plate steel safe rooms that can be installed in your garage or exterior, in ground, or on a concrete pad. Built to withstand the toughest storms, giving you a safe, secure place when you need it most. Whether you need a compact unit for a small space or a larger shelter for the whole family, they've got you covered. Their expert team handles everything from excavation to installation so you can have peace of mind before the next storm strikes. Berg Septic also specializes in septic pumping, new system installation, grease trap cleanings, repairs, and maintenance plans to keep your home running smoothly. Call Berg Septic and Storm Shelter Services today at 217-367-8632 or visit them online at bergtanksinc.com. That's BERGtanksinc.com.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all.
Your number one sports bar and grill is Pia's. Head to 1609 West Springfield Avenue to watch all your favorite sports teams play on the big screen TVs as you enjoy great drink specials and the famous 10-ounce Slugger Burger. With the slot machines, darts, video, golf, and outdoor beer garden, meet your friends at Pia's. Since 1975, open mornings at 7 a.m., Sundays at 8. See you at Pia's.
Red Sox pitchers got some big double play balls today, Ricky, but starting, Buehler was much better than Fedde, and Buehler got the win over Fedde.
Yeah, and even his line's not great. Gave up 5 runs in 5 innings, but the Cardinals, not only did they get the 5 runs against him, but they kept adding on. 9 runs in a game, you should win the game, and to have to bring in Aroldis Chapman at the end just shows just how much heat the Cardinals were putting on. But the double plays you mentioned, Contreras hitting into a double play in the 3rd inning, and then Ivan Herrera in the 6th, and then again in the 9th inning. You know, those are obviously rally killers when that happened. In fact, there were other double plays that could have happened for the Red Sox that they didn't turn, as they made an error at 3rd, an error at 2nd, and an error at 1st. During play today.
Well, the Cardinals were down 5-0 after 1 inning. Duran, single, stolen base, walked to Devers, RBI double Bregman. 1 out later, Story hit a 3-run homer. Then Abreu hit a home run. So it was 5-0 Red Sox, and the Cardinals really couldn't overcome that.
No, you couldn't. If you think about the final score, the Cardinals actually beat the Red Sox the rest of the way, but hard to overcome that 5-0 deficit.
Well, the Cardinals got a run in the 3rd, so did the Red Sox. Herrera hit a 3-run homer in the 4th inning for the Cardinals. And then Brendan Donovan came up. Now, Donovan had been 0 for 15. And then he delivered what we're going to play as our Cardinal play of the game presented by Marriott St. Louis Grand. The pitch. There's a swing and a high fly ball. That's hit to deep right field to the track, the wall. It's a gunner. Brendan Donovan breaks it out for 15, hitting his 2nd home run of the year. The Cardinals are down by a run in the 5th inning. But then the Red Sox answered with 2. The Cardinals got 1 in the 7th, and that was on a Brendan Donovan RBI hit with 2 outs. And the Red Sox got 3 in the 7th inning, 2 more in the 8th. The Cardinals put up 3 in the 9th, had the tying run at the plate, but Herrera grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. That was the game, and the Red Sox out-hit the Cardinals 16-13, even though the Red Sox committed 3 errors. They beat the Redbirds 13-9.
No errors for the Cardinals, but there was a play that was key in this game, and Donnie had a great day. 3 hits, and happy for him. Had the homer, had 3 RBIs, but the double play that didn't get turned, that ended up extending an inning, and it was a 3-run inning for the Red Sox, and you know that really a big difference, and it kind of turned things at the time on a kind of a routine ground ball, 6-4-3. It didn't happen.
Well, we hope better days ahead for Cardinal pitching, beginning with Andre Palante, who was a winner going 5 innings, his first start against the Minnesota Twins. And it was Richard Fitz losing his first game against the Texas Rangers. And we have 2 right-handers tomorrow. When airtime is 2:15, Ricky has the lineups at 3 o'clock.
Andre Palante, when he's right, keeps the ball in the infield, and this is a good ballpark to do just that.
Against Red Sox left-handed batters.
There you go.
Many of them. So we say thanks to our producer-engineer, Ryan Schulte, Drew Young, and Kyle Sixta in the St. Louis studio. Matt Pauley's coming up with the post-game show. It was the Red Sox day on their home opener. A final score of 13-9. For Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. So long from Boston. St. Louis Cardinals baseball has been brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. By your quality Ford dealers, the official vehicles of the St. Louis Cardinals. By Schnucks. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. By Shelter Insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com to help you choose the coverage that fits just right for your auto, home, and life insurance. By Explore St. Louis. Learn all about the great things to do in St. Louis. Visit ExploreSt.Louis.com. By Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. And by the Painting and Decorating Foundation. This is the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
Well, the Cardinals keep hitting. They keep scoring runs. Unfortunately, today, their bullpen just did not, really, their pitching overall did not do the job as they allow Boston to score 13 runs on 16 hits, and the Cardinals lose the series opener in Boston by a 13-9 score. Welcome into the Mercy Cardinals postgame show here across the Cardinals Radio Network. We've got a lot coming up on the program today. We will get the postgame comments of Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol. We might be able to dip into the Cardinals clubhouse a little bit as well. Up next, though, we got a lot of highlights to play when, what was that, 22 total runs are scored. There's a few highlights to play, so we'll go back through the game with the highlights. That's up next. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
That ball's hit high and deep to right field. Did he get it? Over the wall! Big fly! Alec Burleson!
Hey Cardinals fans, Alec Burleson here. It's time to register for Cardinals Kids Clinics, presented by Quick Trip. Now expanded to 17 locations, including 2 for softball. Cardinals Kids Clinics offer small group instruction presented by Cardinals alumni. Every camper will also receive a ticket voucher, t-shirt, hat, autographs, and more. Best of all, you'll see me or one of my fellow Cardinals this summer. Don't wait. Sign up at cardinals.com/clinics.
To be invested with Betterment is to believe in better, whether it's saving for today or building wealth for tomorrow. We help people and small businesses put their money to work. We automate to make saving simpler. We optimize to make investing smarter. We build innovative technology backed by financial experts for anyone who's ever said, I think I can do better. So be invested in better with Betterment. Get started at Betterment.com. Investing involves risk, performance not guaranteed.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Hi, this is Les Hovland with Philo Exchange Bank. At our banks, we know the hearts of our communities beat with the rhythm of agriculture. Ag lending continues to be something we've excelled at for over 140 years. To you, the farmer, your business has been built on trusted relationships. When it comes to your banking relationship, we want to be your trusted partner.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. It's time to come home to Carpet Weavers. We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them. From waterproof floors and carpet to furnitures and design advice, we've got a team of experts on your side. We'll get you the best price and the best quality products. And complete your home with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free financing too. Come home to Carpet Weavers, where floors, furniture, and family meet.
Want unbeatable prices on your next furniture purchase, but also seeking that local hometown feel? Look no further than Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola. Customers rave about their friendly, established staff, as well as their great selection, amazing prices, and second-to-none delivery service. They're a third-generation local business, and they've always got your best interests at heart. Find the look you love for less. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday, but always available online at kelseyfurniture.com. That's kelseyfurniture.com.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
Cardinals lose in Boston. Final score 13-9. Welcome back in as the Mercy Cardinals postgame show across the Cardinals Radio Network does continue. My name's Matt Pauley. Let's go ahead and go back through the game with the highlights. We got a few highlights to play for you. The starting pitching matchup today. Eric Fetty going for the Cardinals, and it is Walker Buehler who is on the mound for the Red Sox. Nothing doing in the top of the first inning, bottom of the first inning. Boston, they certainly get things going. Jaron Duran leads the inning, leads the inning off with a base hit. He would steal second. A walk to Rafael Devers. Runners on at first and second for Alex Bregman.
The pitch, a swing and a smash pass to diving Arenado and down the left field line. Duran scores the first run of the season. Devers right behind him will stop at third base. Into second with an RBI double, Alex Bregman.
Yeah, so Boston has that runner on at third, nobody out, but then Tristan Cassis, he would pop out. The runner doesn't score, so all of a sudden 1 out, and you're starting to think through what Eric Fetty can do to get out of the inning cheaply enough with just the 1-run scoring. He gets a 2-strike count on Trevor Story, so he is a strike away from getting that second out with the run scoring, but he never got that third strike because Trevor Story would do this.
With runners at second and third, Fetty straightens, takes a look, now pitches, and there's a high fly to deep left field. That ball is over the monster seats. A home run for Trevor Story, and it's 4-0 Boston in their home opener in the first inning.
The next pitch that Eric Fetty would throw is the first pitch in an at-bat to Wilyer Abreu.
Fetty allowed 20 home runs last year, and there's a long drive, deep right field. Abreu has gone back-to-back with Story. Wilyer Abreu lines a home run into the Cardinal bullpen. 5-0 Red Sox.
5 runs on 4 hits for the Red Sox in the first inning, and they take that 5-0 lead. The Cardinals would start to claw back just a little bit in the third inning. Victor Scott II leads the inning off with a walk, and then Mason Wynn gets a base hit. Runners on at first and second for Lars Nootbaar.
The 0-2 pitch to him is grounded to the left side. That's a base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Victor Scott II. And 3 straight base runners for the Cardinals here in the third inning, and they get on the board, trailing 5-1 on the RBI hit. RBI number 6 for Nootbaar.
Yeah, it really felt like the Cardinals had something going in the inning, but then Wilson Contreras would ground into a double play. Double plays were a big deal today in a bad sense for the Cardinals. So just the 1 run comes across in the third for the Cardinals. And the Boston, they would get that run back in their half of the third inning with 1 out. Christian Campbell walks and then steals second base. So a walk essentially turns into a double, and Carlos Narvaez has something to say about that.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch from Fetty is grounded to the right side. That's a hit. Charging it is Jordan Walker in right, and he's got no chance to get the runner. They cut off at the middle of the field, and it's Herrera that's got the runner in a rundown now, and a base hit for Narvaez. He lets himself get picked off so Campbell can score, and that missed call again hurts the Cardinals. The RBI with 2 outs after a 2-out walk sends us to the top of the 4th inning. It's now 6-1 Boston.
Yeah, the missed call that Ricky is referring there earlier in the inning was a non-strike 3 call that instead is called for a ball. Eric Fetty was very much squeezed in this game. That's not the reason the Cardinals lose, but the strike zone and our home plate umpire today certainly was not great for Eric Fetty. But nonetheless, give Boston the credit that they deserve. They have a 6-1 lead as the game goes to the 4th. In the 4th inning, the leadoff hitter is Nolan Arenado.
There's a swing and a fly ball to left field, and backing up is the left fielder. He's at the monster, and he has to play it off the wall. The throw comes into second base, and Arenado slides in safely with a double.
So Arenado would eventually get to third. It doesn't even matter because Ivan Herrera, so Alec Burleson would get a base hit, and that would push Arenado to third. And then Ivan Herrera with a couple on would do this.
1-2 pitch to Alec is hit sharply to right, base hit. Here's a line drive to right field. He hit that ball really well. It's back towards the track, and it's gone! A big fly for Ivan Herrera the other way. A 3-run shot, and the Cardinals are back in this game. He got that one right on the screws and hit it into the bullpen in right field. His 4th home run of the year, and it's now 6-4.
Yeah, right back in it. And at that point, the Cardinals, not at that point, but going into the next half inning, Cardinals and Oliver Marmol make the decision to go to the bullpen. Steven Matz comes on, replacing Eric Fetty. Fetty was not especially sharp in his 3 innings of work today. Matz puts up a 0 in the 4th, and then in the 5th inning, the Cardinals get another run. Very quickly, 2 outs on strikeouts to Lars Nootbaar and Wilson Contreras, but then Brendan Donovan would come through.
The pitch. There's a swing and a high fly ball. That's hit to deep right field to the track, the wall. It's a gunner. Brendan Donovan breaks it out for 15, hitting his 2nd home run of the year. The Cardinals are down by a run in the 5th inning.
Yeah, back within 1 run. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, that's as close as they would get. In the 5th inning, the Red Sox get 2 to extend that lead back out to 3 runs. Alex Bregman leads the inning off with a walk, then Casas doubles. So runners on at second and third. After a strikeout of Trevor Story, it brings Abreu to the plate.
Now the pitch. A swing and a base hit to left field. That scores Bregman, so the walk has turned into a run. Stopping at third, Casas. And Abreu gets his second RBI today, and the Red Sox are up by 2.
Campbell adds a sacrifice fly to score Casas, and that makes it an 8-5 game once again. 2 runs on 2 hits in the 5th inning for the Red Sox. New pitcher Greg Weissert would come on to replace Walker Buehler in the 6th inning. Gives up a hit, nothing more, as in the inning, another double play, this time off the bat of Ivan Herrera after Alec Burleson led the inning off with a base hit, so nothing really doing for the Cardinals. In the 7th inning, though, the Cardinals do get back on the board. New pitcher is Zach Kelly. He would give up a 1-out double to Lars Nootbaar, and then with 2 outs, it's Brendan Donovan.
And here comes the 1-2 pitch from Kelly to Donovan. And that's hit sharply. Left field base hit between the legs of Nootbaar, who was headed towards third base. An RBI hit for Donovan, and the Cardinals pick up that run indeed. As Donovan gets his second hit, second RBI of the game, and it's now 8-6 Boston.
Yeah, back to a 2-run game. Cardinals kind of chipping away once again. Ryan Fernandez comes on to pitch the bottom of the 7th inning. Things do not go well for him. And Abreu base hit with 1 out. Then Campbell singles. Runners on at first and second for Narvaez. He walks. That loads the bases. So Fernandez struggling at this point. And coming up to the plate is Ceddanne Rafaela, and he would certainly come through in this situation, as he would end up coming up with he would ground into a fielder's choice where Abreu would score, so that gets 1 run on the board for the Red Sox. At that point, a pitching change. John King comes on, and the first batter he faces is Jarren Duran. Should mention, though, on that Rafaela play, it was very close to being a double play, so that was one of a really of all the plays that happened in the game, that might have been the most key, because Brendan Donovan threw high over to first base, so it goes down as a fielder's choice, but certainly could have been a double play, and that could have changed the direction of this game, but instead a fielder's choice where the run does score. Again, John King comes on replacing Ryan Fernandez, and the first batter he faces is Jarren Duran.
And the pitch from the lefty is hit into right field for a hit. Over the head of Donovan. And the run will score. The play's going to be at third base. The throw not in time. Good throw from Jordan Walker. But the inning continues on the 2-out RBI hit for Jarren Duran. And it's now 10-6 Boston.
And that inning would keep on going. Here comes Rafael Devers.
Duran not going, and that pitch is grounded up the middle. That's a base hit. And Devers now has an RBI. Back-to-back hits off lefties for John King, and it's now 11-6 Boston.
3 runs on 4 hits in the 7th inning for the Red Sox, making it, as Ricky just said, an 11-6 game. The Red Sox add on in their half of the 8th inning, as Tristan Casas leads the inning off with a double and a Trevor Story base hit. Puts runners on at the corners for Abreu, who grounds into a double play, but the run does score. That makes it 12-6. Carlos Narvaez later in the inning, after Chris Roycroft would come in, he would double. That would score Campbell, and that makes it 13-6. And this thing looks like it is all Red Sox going to the 9th inning. In the 9th, Cooper Criswell comes on to pitch for the Red Sox. The first batter he faces, Victor Scott II. He pops out, but then Mason Wynn gets a base hit, and Lars Nootbaar reaches when there is an error by Campbell. So a couple runners on, and it brings up Wilson Contreras.
Holding the bat down on the knob, right-hander against right-hander. Cooper Criswell with the pitch for Contreras. Ground ball, base hit to center field. Coming around third, Wynn is going to score. And the Cardinals get a run, trailing 13-7.
And they keep on chipping away. Next hitter is Brendan Donovan.
A swing and a ground ball, base hit into center field. Coming around third, Lars Nootbaar. Here comes the throw, on through the tag, save. Couldn't make the tag. It was up the third base line. Swiping for Nootbaar. Narvaez couldn't get him. Donovan drives in his 3rd run today.
Yeah, he had a nice game at the plate. The next hitter after that is Nolan Arenado.
The pitch. Arenado hits it hard to third. Bregman backhands, throws to second and throws it away. The Cardinals get another run. Contreras scores. Donovan goes to third. The Gold Glover airmailed one into right field. The Cardinals get another run.
Yeah, so they're making some noise all of a sudden. That would actually result in the Red Sox, when they have a 13-6 lead going in the ninth, they probably didn't think that they were going to have to go to the bullpen again, but they do, and they bring in one of their top guys in Aroldis Chapman. First batter Chapman faces Luken Baker. Baker has a fantastic at-bat against Chapman and against the velocity of Chapman. He holds off on some tough pitches, and he's able to work a walk, and what do you know, Ivan Herrera, who hit a home run earlier in the game, hit 3 home runs in the last Cardinals game. He comes up to the plate representing the tying run.
1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded. The pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. The throw goes to second, out on to first, double play, and that's the game. Herrera grounds into his second, 5-4-3 double play, and the Red Sox won their home opener by a score of 13-9.
With the win, the Red Sox go to 4-4. The Cardinals, they drop to 4-3. Winning totals for Boston, 13 runs, 16 hits, 3 errors. They leave 9 for the Cardinals. 9 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They end up leaving 6. Buehler, the win. He's 1-1. Fetty, the loss, also 1-1. Chapman does get the save. It is his second of the year. Home runs, Story gets his second. Abreu gets his third for the Cardinals. Herrera gets his fourth. Donovan gets his second. It is a game that lasts 3 hours, and it's played in front of an announced crowd of 36,462 folks on opening day at Fenway Park in Boston. Cardinals lose to the Red Sox 13-9. We'll take a break. We'll still hear from Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol before all is said and done. We're back with more in just a moment. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
Join us for a fantastical journey at St. Louis Union Station. Board the St. Louis Wheel, soaring 200 feet into the air all year round. The St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station lets you explore the world's great waterways and over 10,000 amazing creatures. Swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
And that's a winner! That's a winner!
The rich history of the Cardinals continues to be written with every game that's played and every completed season. And no one tells those stories with more care than Cardinals Magazine. If you're craving baseball conversations about your favorite players, alumni, and franchise memories, you'll love that Cardinals Magazine is dedicated to the stories that matter most to the fans. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription at cardinals.com/magazine or call 314-345-9000.
Hey, all you backyard chefs and grill gurus, barbecue season is here, and I know that you're anxious to fire up that smoker or grill, but your yard needs mowed. Yes, your wife is getting hangry, but that grass isn't going to cut itself. What's an aspiring pitmaster going to do? Get the world's fastest mower, of course, a Dixie Chopper from Dedicated Diesel in Urbana. They carry a full line of Dixie choppers from the Z2 and Magnum residential models up to the big Excalibur and classic commercial machines that can mow nearly 8 acres an hour. This is award-winning competition pitmaster Tim Onstott, and whether I'm cooking low and slow or hot and fast, I always have time to savor the flavor because my mowing time is cut down by Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest mower. Get your Dixie Chopper at Champaign-Urbana's only dealer, Dedicated Diesel, at 1313 Triumph Drive in Urbana, 217-328-0562.
In 1925, a small plumbing company began its journey in Urbana, Illinois. Over the decades, the business grew thanks to hard work and great people. In 1966, things changed when Dave Reichard, a veteran, met veteran Ken Asklin, who was an architectural engineering grad from Illinois. The two realized their shared vision for excellence. Their partnership took root, and in 1975, the name changed to A&R Mechanical. With Dave as president and Ken as vice president, A&R Mechanical expanded services becoming the go-to full-service contractor for all of Central Illinois. A&R went from a plumbing-only contractor to a full-service mechanical contractor with their own sheet metal shop. Today, A&R is a plumbing, heating, ventilation service company with the same excellence in customer service as they provided nearly 100 years ago. Design, build, and maintain. That's what served A&R Mechanical for nearly 100 years. Find them at Lincoln and Kettering in Urbana or online at ar-mech.com.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
More often than not, if the Cardinals score 9 runs on 13 hits, they're going to win. That did not happen today. They lose in Boston by a 13-9 score. You score those 9 runs on 13 hits, you're going to get some good offensive performances. Brendan Donovan today goes 3 for 5, driving in 3, hits a home run. Alec Burleson, it was really good to see him get going at the plate. He goes 3 for 4 in the contest. 2 hits for Lars Nootbaar. His average is at .414. 2 hits for Mason Wynn. That was really good to see as well. But from a pitching standpoint, it just left a little bit to be desired. Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol, he spoke with the media just a little while ago. This audio is courtesy of our friends over at FanDuel Sports Network Midwest. Despite the loss, Marmol continues to be happy with the way his team is playing, especially when you consider the way that they were able to fight back today, scoring those 9 runs on 13 hits.
I'll start with something a little different. I love where we're at. As far as how our club is going about it, if you play the game the way we played today over time, that's a good thing. Obviously, on the pitching side, not what we wanted to see out of Fetty, and a couple different knocks there against the relievers with Fernandez and King that leads to runs, but just the overall approach has been strong, and the guys continue to get after. So super happy about that. Fetty, at the end of the day, didn't execute to the degree that he would have liked to, and got hit around a little bit. They took some good swings. They had a good approach against him, and a couple walks got him as well. So it happens. Just usually doesn't happen too often to him.
We've seen you guys battle back.
Yeah.
The offense has been there. Was there a common thread that
Man, just not trying to do too much. Even you're down, 7 runs there going into the 9th, and the only thing you can hear in the dugout is get Chapman in this game. And they did it, right? Like, sometimes there's small wins when you lose, and getting their closer into that game in a 3-game set is important. So I just love the fact that it's not, hey, let's just see if we can get a hit here. Let's get their closer in a game. We're down 7, and they're able to get it done. That's executing. So happy as hell about that.
Your offense has double-digit hits in all 7 games.
Yeah.
What does that say about, just like you said, the relentlessness of keep coming?
They're in a good spot, and they're taking their hits. They're not trying to do too much. Taking their, like Baker right there. He takes the shots, some good swings, and then draws the walk. It's been fun to watch them stick to a game plan 1 through 9, and you can just tell there's a high level of execution every single pitch. So the other side, it's good defense. One ball there that could have been turned that doesn't, but at the end of the day, we've been really good on that side of the ball. So credit to our defense for continuing to play well. Yeah.
Ollie, this came up throughout the homestand, how each inning offensively is like its own game.
Sure. When
you have an offense that continuously punches back and puts together quality at bats, especially after another team scores multiple runs in an inning, what does that do for the overall mentality of an offense?
Yeah, that's kind of why we go to Fern there, and to try to keep it there. We needed to get Fern in a game. He's working on a couple things, and at the last couple pitches, he felt really good about what we were trying to address, so it's good to get him in there. Obviously, it didn't go the way we wanted to, but you can deploy the bullpen in a way to give you your best shot, because you know the guys are going to continue to punch back. So we don't feel like we're out of any game right now, and that part's fun. It's you're going to lose some, but to go down like that, I'm okay with it. Okay.
Take us through what you got told about the play with Jordan on the wall.